So we learnt yesterday that King Charles has got cancer. Very sad news, of course, something you wouldn't wish on anybody. I mean, even the worst people imaginable. You know, Tony Blair, Sadiq Khan, Owen Jones, James O'Brien, Gary Lineker, Sam Smith, to name but a few of the UK's most toxic individuals. Even at their very worst, even after all they've said and done, you wouldn't wish cancer on them, would you? I mean, maybe a mild head injury, but not cancer, not if you're a decent human being, because we all know someone who's had it, or is currently going through it, and many of us have lost people to it, and there seems to be more and more of it about. Every time you pick up a newspaper, every time you chat to a friend or a family member, you find out someone else has got cancer. Cancer's having a very busy time, isn't it? It's absolutely everywhere. You can't get away from it. It's huge all over the world right now. It's the Taylor Swift of illnesses. According to Macmillan Cancer Research, incidence of cancer has risen 20% in the UK over the past decade. It must be coming from somewhere, mustn't it? Is it the processed poison they're selling in the supermarket? Is it the plastic packaging that our food's wrapped in? Or the plastic bottles our drinks come in? Is it smartphones? Is it car fumes? Is it a sedentary lifestyle? Is it something to do with the COVID jab? Is it chemtrails? Is some sinister organisation pumping out carcinogens into the atmosphere to try and drive down population levels? Can you say for definite that's not happening? Is it the miserable weather, the rain, the lack of sunshine, the lack of vitamin D we're all getting? Is it brought on by the stress of working harder and harder, longer and longer hours, and yet living in more and more difficult economic conditions through no fault of our own? Is it the general misery and humorlessness of diversity and inclusivity authoritarianism? The malice of feminists and trans rights activists and pro-Palestine protesters? Is their ideological poison giving everyone cancer? Is it brought on by the stress of not being able to speak your mind in a world where one verbal misstep can cost you the livelihood and reputation you've built up over decades? And it's not just cancer, is it? Britain is the sick man of Europe. In the summer of 2023, over 2.6 million people in the UK were not working due to long-term sickness, a record high. And many of those people are long-term sick, of course, because they can't access treatment. They're on an interminable NHS waiting list and they can't afford private health care. So they're not able to do anything or contribute anything. They just have to subsist in a dismal void. And this is before we even get started on the ubiquitous mental health problems seemingly suffered by everyone under 30, plunged irrevocably into a black hole of depression and anxiety because a barista misgendered them in their local pret-a-manger. What a sad time to be alive. Luckily, many people's health problems are so severe that they won't be for much longer. So every cloud, as they say. Please do like and subscribe and support me on Patreon for exclusive content every week. Live tour dates in Southend and Nuneaton. Tickets available via the link beneath this video. Thanks for watching.